T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff of Ares 1X.
Yeah, that's all I got for that one.
1, 2, 2.
Welcome to Undergroundopolis, everybody. I don't really have any announcements this week. Nobody sent me any, and that's okay. Support your local open mic. I'm always going to talk about open mic because I love open mics. I love running them. And my next band I met last summer at the Master Musicians Festival. I'll edit that part out. I won't. But at the Masters Musicians Festival in Somerset, Kentucky, I met these guys. They were on the summer session stage, where the summer session stage has no electricity down there, and they did everything unplugged, and they put on just one hell of a set. They were really great. I'm gonna bring them right on. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Hello.
Uh-oh. There he is. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
Well, my name's Sam. I'm from Mount Sterling, Kentucky, and I play bass.
I'm Tristan. I'm also from Mount Sterling. I play the drums.
There we go.
My name is Trevor St. John, and I'm from Montgomery County, Kentucky.
What do you play?
Which is Mount Sterling.
I play the guitar. Sorry.
Colby, did we lose you?
If we did, that handsome man up there is Colby Sweeney. And he plays the
There we
guitar.
go.
Sweet.
I didn't realize y'all were from Mount Sterling. I've been there. There's a crystal there.
Yeah, dude, we've known each other since we were like 9 years old.
Us three.
Yeah, us three.
We met Colby in college. We're all actually in Mount Sterling doing this right now. We're in Sam's RV on Bedford Road right now. We're on the road that named the band. So,
I did wonder if that was an RV or not. Honestly, I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought it up, I did wonder.
I was very proud of it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's a thunderstorm happening. It's loud as hell, but it's all right.
Hell yeah! I liked my visit to Mount Sterling. There was a little venue. It was more like a garage called Event 88. I played there, and I just thought it was a really what.
We for a second.
Huh?
We froze up for a second. We were just like,
okay.
It's funny. Sam looked like the guy from that Screen portrait.
He did.
It happened again.
But I thought that was a really pretty area, man. All the hills and stuff. And of course, they had a crystal. I'd never eaten that crystal before. That was the first time, and I was like, man, this blows White Castle away. I have this argument a whole lot with people. Oh, White Castle's better. Crystal's better. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. So how did you guys come together?
Well, like we said before, we've known each other since we were kids. You know, and we've always been into music. So we started a band in middle school called Truancy because we skipped so much class.
Named by the vice principal.
Yeah. Vice president. And from there on.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. I wonder if I can finish this sentence.
Probably.
I'll give him a chance.
And so from middle school, we played music all throughout high school. And we formed Bedford in college and met Colby in college.
That's where I come in.
Where was college?
College was over at Morehead State.
Oh, yeah, my cousin went there.
Oh yes,
Yeah, dude.
nice place.
Hey,
Oh, you're back
is
on.
it working now? Hey, we turned the
It's
Wi-Fi
running
off, so
now.
it might work better. All right, we
Sorry
should
about
tell
that.
this whole story before time in a whole.
Yeah.
All right. The gist of it, we met in middle school, skipped a bunch of class. Vice principal's like, y'all called truancy, played some talent shows, broke up because church stuff, had to be a Christian for a second. And then met back up in a senior year, did that thing as Bedford and Company, which is like an indie rock band. Then we got to college, met Colby, did some college things. We're like, bro, we don't need to be an indie band. Let's rock and roll. And that's what we're doing now.
And here we are, man.
The music you write, how do you describe that?
I mean, we have a lot of inspiration, classic rock and 90s. I think it's a really good mix of like 70s hard rock and 90s hard rock.
Think if you took every song from Guitar Hero and Rock Band and somehow merged it together, that's really like, because 99%, I can't speak for everybody, but 99% of why I do what I do and play music is because of that game. Like, I Guitar Hero, man, it changed my life. It did.
And that's how we try to write music today. Is this going to be on Guitar Hero?
Yep. Could it be on Guitar Hero? If it can't, then it ain't us. It's a different band.
Well, here's a good question here. If there was somebody you could narrow down, it can be more than one answer to, and you can all have separate answers. It's okay. And that you can narrow down that you saw live or even on TV, and you said, you know what, I got to do that other than Guitar Hero. But I got to be a musician. Who would that
Probably
be?
have separate answers. Somebody go first.
Yeah, dude, mine's definitely Nirvana, for sure.
Is it?
It's like the first time I got onto YouTube in like 2005, 2006. That was the first thing I looked up because I'd never seen them live. I just heard them in concert, and I looked up a live video of them on YouTube, and I was just blown away. It's just so powerful. And yeah, that's what got me in music.
I definitely have to attribute School of Rock, the movie, to my personal music journey. I started and I was like, man, I want to be one of the kids in that classroom.
Same thing. Exact same thing.
It was probably just random stuff like that. And my cousin, there was always like music around the home when I was growing up. So just kind of around it.
Colby?
Yeah, that's a cool rock.
For me, is kind of been a combination of things. A lot of it was, those troublesome high school years, and everyone hit a little low point, but I really connected with the Chili Peppers at that time, and I don't know, I just said, hell with it, let's try it out for a little bit. And
Dude, Colby's a Chili Peppers freak. He loves them.
And then from there on, just kind of took that and kind of expanded upon that. And I mean, really started developing a huge appreciation for live shows. and really that appreciation only really kind of grew when COVID came in, when we couldn't go watch anything. So definitely took a lot of things for granted, a lot of missed shows I could have gone and watched. But yeah, I would attribute it to the Chili Peppers. First band I really saw was or really impacted by was the Rolling Stones. I seen them right before my freshman year of college, and since then, it's still my number one.
Do you have a creative process, a typical creative process you use, or?
I mean, we typically just bring songs to practice, and we're like, "Yo, dude, I wrote this riff. What do you guys think about it?" Most of our songs are like that. Like somebody brought it to practice, and we all write on it. But I mean, there's a good amount of them that are fully formed.
A quote from Tristan's dad, and it's like to be a prolific songwriter, and it's literally just whatever we're hearing in our head, if that makes sense. I'm not sure that the process is like a regimented routine process. It's just like, ooh, I had the song. Yeah. I don't know. I just put something on a paper today, and
like the definition of a prolific songwriter is not somebody that writes great songs. It's just somebody that writes a lot of songs.
I'm a Thomas Edison of songwriting.
Yeah,
I want to write 10,000 wrong songs.
This
and
dude
then maybe I'll write a hit.
Write like a song a day.
That's my goal. And most people will never see them. But the goal is like, if I write a song a day, maybe once a month, I can bring something and be like, yo, this is a good song. I believe in this one.
1 in every 10 turds has corn in it.
There you go, bro.
and what's really cool is like later, say this band becomes popular, later people will look at our archives and be like, oh, they had like 30 songs they never even like played or
never talked about,
never released.
My favorite part of our process, I will say that is kind of regimented, is after the song, the first day when we're like, hey, let's run through this, show the chords, get the timing right, run through the song. What's fun is watching the next 6 weeks. Sometimes, like we were running a song today that Sam wrote 3 years ago, Get Up. Sounds the exact same as the first day. It's just it came out that way. And then there's some songs that's like we're still changing it.
We have a song off of our first album, Bone Orchard.
Yep.
It's just it changes every time we play.
We've never played it the same way twice, and we'll keep it that way.
I think the creative process, like it's different for everybody. We just like to keep each other on our toes. Yeah.
Colby, do you have an answer that we didn't touch on?
Pretty much what y'all said, and like I said, there's some that are have never changed. There's a couple songs that get brought up that are pretty much done. If someone has the song pretty much completed, all it is just needed to be played.
What's also interesting, like sometimes, like I don't think in this band, at least very rarely does this happen. Will somebody bring a song that we all go, I ain't playing that. Like what will happen is we'll learn it, we'll try it. And if we all still don't feel like, man, that has to be in the set, it slowly fades away. And we don't really talk about it. I've had songs that got faded into oblivion. They just go away. We all have songs that we're just like, I'm not going to tell him I didn't like it, but I'm also not going to request it every night.
I think would you agree that it's like a feeling thing? Like it's like this feels right to play.
It's either it's like what we said. Is it this song is Bedford? This is on Guitar Hero 3, or it's not. And like
sometimes
it's also been great being in multiple bands now, where we can like, all right, that's a Bedford song. All right, okay, we can push this one to a different band. Like that's nice. So you're getting to use more songs.
Yeah. And sometimes, like they'll fade out, but a lot of times it's the right place but the wrong time. So it comes back again later. That's happened a few times.
It's really neat to watch, honestly. It really is. It's fun. We really sit down. We probably have about 100 to 150 original songs that we've made over the past 6 years that when we sit down and make set lists, we can only come up with about 20 of them. But
because we only play
well,
about
you know, that's what's relative right now.
20 to 30 lines.
But
yeah.
I'll go through my phone notes and be like, I forgot that song existed.
I think every artist has something like that. That they're like, I have endless notes in my phone that are just full of songs, and I'm like, wow, I don't remember any of this shit.
Never finished that one. Yep.
All right. What's your favorite show you've ever played?
Oh, I know that's easy.
Kicking it on the creek.
Kicking it on the creek.
I was
Why
gonna
is
say
that?
EKU field
Yeah,
party.
baby. Oh yeah,
EKU field
we
party.
played a field party for some EKU friends. That's Tristan's favorite.
As epic
But they had fireworks.
as epic as Kicking It on the Creek was. I'm sorry, but like I'll die a happy man knowing that I played Freebird for 300 drunk college kids with fireworks on the freaking. It was like, it was just surreal, you know. Like that's probably, even if we play Madison Square Garden and sell it out, they'll never be as rowdy as that field party.
You're outvoted. 3 out of 4 said Kicking It on the
That's
Creek.
fine. That's fine.
That's the band answer.
It was cool.
You
'cause,
can, you can have more than one answer. It's all right.
No, I'm just fucking.
you know how like the Star Spangled Banner was written on like a ship while the guy was like, "Oh God, there's bombs everywhere." That's kind of what it was like during the Freebird thing.
There was so much going on. Oh my
Sound like war.
Sensory overload.
Yeah,
It was amazing. It was really
It
fun.
was sensory overload. It was crazy.
I guess my favorite ones are always the one that you never expect to
Yes.
be really cool,
Yes.
and then they're just like, "Bro, that was so cool that
Yeah.
we just did that." I don't know of an example really. but-
Sam singing the Star Spangled Banner at the Red Mile. That was pretty cool.
yeah.
That was fun.
So, what was cool about Kicking It on the Creek?
I mean,
We formed together again. It was us four. That was really the first show where we were like, we know what we want to try to do with who we want to do it with.
we met a lot of people there. Like we got just thrown into the Kentucky like Appalachian music scene, and there's just like so many amazing bands, dude. I just like the most unforgettable thing for me was I was so drunk off my ass off of wine watching Jocelyn and the Sweet Compressions play. And it was just, but me and Trevor were in the crowd like this, like hands up, like screaming and stuff. It was so fun, man. Everybody there is so nice too.
Yeah.
The venue is almost like in my mama's backyard. So just being on that property was like, I'm where I grew up at.
Right.
And there was just something like very like, I'm home right now.
Yeah, it was
that
an
I
immediate.
I've never had
I felt
anywhere
that too.
else.
It was just an immediate home feeling. Like
I
you
think-
felt like you belonged.
That show was what, I mean, it's not like, I think in the local, even like regional, you know, Kentucky, West Virginia, that show made Bedford a household name. Like before that, I think when we took the stage, you know, some people knew who we were, but of the 10,000 there, I'd say probably, you know, 200, 300 really knew and had seen Bedford. And after that, it was just like, okay, now you know, at least in the area, people know the band name, and a lot of the gig opportunities that came after that kind of insane.
Yeah. Oh, we got like the coolest thing happened there too. Jocelyn and their band, they had somebody not be able to show up, and we got like a prime time slot, and we were just they came to us and they were like, you guys need to play in like 30 minutes, and we were just like, okay.
Yeah.
But
it was real funny for me.
We were having a safety meeting at the time.
Yeah.
They caught us during the safety meeting.
I was passed out in the tent.
Yeah. You'd been there the day
Like,
before.
rally the troops, boys. It's time.
Oh, I had been pre-gaming and post-gaming before it even started and ended.
Yeah,
Still post gaming kicking it.
you were there the day before. 3 years later, I'm still posting.
I'm still pre and post gaming.
The party never ends.
Well,
No, sir.
here's the counter question. What's your worst performance?
Oh, easy,
Oh,
easy, bro.
I got it.
2020 at the Pearl.
I got it.
2020 drinking. shit ton of it, man. Came in there, ball swinging out, big shot. I'm gonna kick ass at the Burrow today,
it was
boys.
definitely 2019.
And yeah, I mean, I was just like, I'm gonna make this show. And then, yeah, no, it was terrible. It was absolutely atrocious, embarrassing.
He was so drunk that he was drumming one song, and we took a break. Like, we didn't take a break. He started drumming another song in the middle of the other one.
I pride myself.
He switched songs.
I pride myself on my craft, and I don't like to remember that day because that's like, that's what's special about Bedford is we're like, yeah, let's make the band sound great, but it's not an ego thing, but it's like a pride in our craft. We're all like, I want to be a great bass player. I want to be a great drummer too. And yeah, that was bad. I was not a great drummer that day.
It was a Sunday show at the Burl, and there was a lot of Mad Dog 2020 going around.
And there was nobody.
Just because at the start of it, your mic kind of cut out.
I think that might have been my worst show too, honestly.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, I had too many safety meetings.
Well, there's a distillery right across the road from the Burl that has really he didn't have to drink Mad Dog.
Yeah.
This was actually before that place opened up. I'm pretty sure.
Bro, we're trash. We can't help it.
I was in college, man. I can afford Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I'm
We were college kids.
It wasn't what was good. It's what we could get.
I really want to know what Colby's answer is. I'm curious.
It was a better alternative than Four Loko. So,
yeah,
Colby, what's your worst show?
I
haven't had a worse show. I've never had a bad show.
I've never had a bad one. I mean, I can say which one. I was probably shouldn't have been playing. I can still play it off, but at least in my brain I did. That was the first record/EP release at Tipsy Cow in 2018.
I remember that, dude.
There was a train of Jaeger bombs and fireballs coming my way, and I was the depot.
He was in El Depot.
I think I introduced the band 3 times that night. It was still a good show. It was still a good show.
Introduce the band moment.
It was at the end of every 3 songs in a row, dude.
You guys don't know. That's Kristen on the drums again.
Oh, it's so funny.
You guys all sing pretty much, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty much like whoever wrote the song is probably going to sing it.
Didn't used to be that way.
Yeah, it didn't used to. It used to be I sang all the songs, and then they were like,
really?
"Dude, yeah," and then they were like, "Dude, we want to start singing more." And I don't give an F.
I think a lot of it
on this show.
Okay.
I think a lot of it too was us doing 4-hour shows, and 4 hours on one person. That takes its toll. That takes its toll.
Put the strain on your
It came out of necessity. We didn't. I don't know. It was more. Sam couldn't make a gig, and we were like, "Well, fuck! Now we have to cancel it unless one of us grows a pair and sings." I think the ability to sing has always been in all of us because we're musicians. That's just what we do. And I was just scared of singing.
I also remember us having a conversation about, you guys wanted to stretch that muscle more.
Yes.
Like that singing muscle.
Once I found it, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that because there's no, in my opinion, there's no better feeling than just getting up there and belting your words and singing to the top of your ability and people looking at you and singing back, That's the best feeling in the world to me. So
I live for the moments when I sing a line in a lyric of an original song and I hear the crowd go, woo!
Yeah.
After they heard the lyrics or the run that I did or whatever. I live for that.
The tiniest little clap is
it's like,
oh, dude.
It's like mowing a yard, man. It's instant gratification. You can literally be like, look, I just mowed that. I just, I did it. I accomplished that.
What's your favorite song to play live right now?
We don't even play it, but my favorite song to play in this band is by far "The Castaway." We haven't played it live in a long time, but it's my favorite song that we've ever written. It's my favorite to play. It's hard as hell, and that's what makes it so fun.
If y'all are listening, that's on Trippin' to the Sun, our album.
The Tits album.
Abbreviation Tits. But yeah, that's like a fast kind of, I would describe it as like a 70s hard rock song, riffy. We wanted a song that had a lot of balls, so we wrote it.
It feels like a gosh dang drum exercise.
And it's just about, I like that song because the lyrics have to do with, like, during that time we were feeling really uneasy about like our place in Appalachian music and like the music scene, and just that whole song is about us feeling like castaways.
It's basically an FU to anybody who's like, man, they're not really Appalachian music. Like, we're born here. FU, this is what we sound like. You know, we're the castaways. We're the outcasts, but we don't give a shit because we got balls.
Rock and roll's rebellion.
Yeah, man.
Not rock and roll, rog.
It's rog and roll, buddy.
We play rock and roll
with 2 G's.
Rog.
Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
Yeah, we're keeping you in line.
Rock and roll, rock. I'm in a rock band.
How many albums do you have out?
Right now we have an EP from when we were like 17.
Don't look that up.
Yeah, don't look at that, please. We have Content, which is our 2018 album, and we have Trippin' to the Sun, which is our 2019 album, which we recorded at the Mac Center in Bedford, Kentucky.
There's also a song on that 2019 record that was recorded at Blackbird Studio in Nashville.
Yeah, that was fun.
Which is more of an experiment. We wanted to see, like, what's the difference between this and that, you know? And we figured it out. Basically, it's not worth going down there. So, unless you do the whole record there, which costs $100,000. So, you know, was it worth it? But
I always tell people the only thing you got to do to be a Nashville recording artist is go record one song in Nashville. Same thing you do. Same thing you can do at your house, most likely, but you're doing it in Nashville.
Yeah, I mean,
we learned a lot. It was really cool to play with all the cool toys. I mean, they had like any drum set, any cymbal, any snare drum you could ever imagine. But at the end of the day, it was still us playing on the record, and it didn't sound very much better than anything else we did. You know, like it was just,
at the end of the day, us going to Blackbird was to learn that we didn't need to go to Blackbird. You know, but like, yeah, we've got two albums out right now, and we're working. We've all been writing past couple of years, trying to get, so we're trying to get another album together soon.
Might possibly be having a live record coming out.
Yep.
Haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be like mid-June is when the recording is going to take place. Stick around, follow the Facebook and the Instagram for all that to be revealed pretty soon, but it'll be a live recorded show.
Right. What? Got anything you want to add before we wrap this up? Starting to run out of time.
No, man. I mean,
I got one. Not every pee-pee is poo-poo time, but every poo-poo time is pee-pee time. Think about it.
I guess I should have said, do you want to add your Bandcamp pay or your website?
We have a chance to be a little professional, but
no, not at all, bro. Come on.
That's the website. I just said the website name.
If you give us a chance to speak, we're gonna go for the funny every time.
Okay. I absolutely want to thank you guys for this outstanding interview because it's been really, really freaking fun. And I'm not even playing around.
Dude, thanks for having us on.
Guys, it was great to meet you all at the Masters Musician Festival. And God, that was a great time, great weekend too, man. It was just everything. Everybody brought their A game, and the play without electricity, that was incredible. You guys put on an incredible set.
Thank you for rock band. Yeah,
for rock band,
we got through.
All right. Well, this is your host, Rob. This is the Bedford Band. This is your host, Rob Line, and we are signing off.